what I'll do, I will give 20% to the training and rest of the 80% to the test. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm doing a train test split over here. Okay, so X train, then we have X test. Okay, then we will have Y train, and then we will have Y test. Okay, and then what we will do, train test split. Okay, in train test split, what we will do, we will do train test. Oh, I have written it, sorry. How many time I am trying to write it, I don't know. Okay, then we have to take the dataset. Okay, we have to take all maybe image labels. Okay, all image labels, and then maybe the test size, that will be maybe 0.2. Yeah, that will be the 20%. Okay, and then I have to sorry, I have to give it a random state of maybe 108. Okay, so that maybe our results will be in a sync. Okay, so I have done it. Now I have converted everything into train test split, and the ratio is 20% training and 80% testing. Oh, sorry, testing will be of 20% and training will be of 80%, and after that, maybe now I have to convert the images into TF record. Okay, because that's the good format to work with. That will give us more convenient. So I have to make one maybe function for that. I will say def convert to TF record. TF record. Okay, so and images, labels, uh, number of examples, and again name, directory. Okay, now again inside this we have to maybe make one more and 64 features and 64 feature value. Okay, and let me check how long this video is going to be. uh, it's okay. uh, then we have to convert to TF records. Okay, then for that we are taking images, labels, number of examples or number, name, and the directory as in maybe input. Okay, and after that inside this we are making one more function. Okay, so here what will happen, it will all the feature will be divided into tf train dot int64 list. Okay, for this we are making this function. Okay, so if I'll say return, it will maybe tf train dot features, and those will be int64, I guess, int64 list. Inside this we have to give tf dot train dot int 64. Yeah, 64 list. Yeah, let me see. Tf train features int 64 list equals tf dot train int 64 list, and after that we can go for values. Values equals to values. Okay, so that's the thing. TF train features, and you can see a protocol message. Okay, docker string and file is side package. Then you need not to maybe bother much about it, because again we are not into maybe core model building. Just get a gist of it, and that's all. Then I will take values over here, and then I will return something, and again those will be bytes list. Okay, so uh, tf train features, uh, we have to return the byte list. Okay, train features, and then we have to go for bytes list. Okay, and that byte list will be tf dot train dot byte bytes. Okay, bytes list. Okay, this was dot. Okay, and again, uh, value. This always comes up as a value, not values. Okay, so same problem over there. A value equals to value. Okay, that's the thing. Then after that, maybe something is not good because this is the first first bracket, and let me do it like this, and after this I okay, so here I have to close the bracket. Okay. Then I will make again. I am making a condition. Again, this is your task. Images dot shape. What images dot shape dot zero does? Maybe it takes rows, or maybe it takes the columns. I don't know. You need to tell me. Okay. So these are your tasks. See, I'm not explaining this code totally, because then again, if explain it totally, you will be in a spoon feeding phase. Okay, so here you have to put your brain, because this is the easiest part. Okay, this is the easiest part. So if you cannot understand this, then please go back to the Python section, or maybe if you have not bought the Python course, go for that. That's the maybe very cheap thing uh, that will not burn any hole on your pocket, and again you will be maybe more happy after doing that thing. Okay, so yeah, so percentage d, what it is doing, I have given you one example above, but again it's totally upon you. You are understanding it by that example, or what you want to do. Okay, so my task is to just show you how the things are going on. Okay, then we have to do images dot shape. What images dot shape does, maybe zero, and what zero will do, it will access the maybe um, columns, total columns, or maybe it will access the total rows. That totally depends upon you. That's depend upon your maybe what I can say, your learnings, what you have learned so far. Okay, so in rows I am saying image dot shape. So I have given you some of the questions. Now here comes the answer. Okay, so image dot shape one, but it is bit difficult to maybe decode. But if you have some intuitions, you can decode it. Still, you can decode it. Okay, so rows, and then I will say calls. This is for column, and this is for depth. Okay, this is for depth, and depth will come here at the image shape 3. Okay, then I will access the file name. uh, file name of that will be os.path dot join, and we will give directory to it, and we will get name to it, and for name we will concatenate the dot tf record over there. Tf records with the name. Okay. Then we have to print one message, and that message will be writing. Okay, that message will be writing, and then with a file name. This is how it will work. Okay, then let me drag it bit up. Okay, and then you have to make one variable write, or maybe I will put it writer. Okay, and then we have to make it if dot python underscore io. See, I would have told you what I am doing, and you might not would have given much attention over here. So I have not maybe given you any intuition what I am doing. Now you will have to understand the code first. Okay, or maybe you have to skip to that point where you can find the results and you can understand what is happening. But what I am doing, why I am doing this, so that you can put your brain into work, and you can understand what is happening. Okay, so this is how your brain will work with along this code. Okay, and you will not maybe feel any sleepy kind of sleepiness, any that kind of problem. Okay, then you have to again there are loop. So loop are very important to understand. Okay, so mm, you have to focus on them very much. For index in range, num examples. Okay, so what will range will provide us, what this range will provide us, and then image raw equals images. Then we are giving index over here. So see, we are doing indexing. Okay, so we do indexing mostly in lists. Okay? So 2 bytes, what this 2 bytes does. So these are very naive, I can say, questions which I am asking you. Okay, a beginner, maybe the person who knows simple uh, loops or some of the data structure, built-in data structures, that is list, tuple, and those things, uh, dictionaries, he can answer all these things, or maybe he can understand what is going on over here. And if we are not able to understand, so trust me, you need to go back and maybe understand what is happening. Okay, so this is totally upon you. Don't maybe come up with maybe questions, or maybe some of your comments, like the code is not being explained very properly, because I'm trying to open your mind. Okay. So if you will not understand the code after going twice, you can directly maybe come up on your Skype, and we can have a good chat on what is happening, what is going on. But again, that will open up your mind, and maybe you will not totally focus on writing code, but first you will understand it, then you will try to copy it. Okay, that's the this is what we are doing. We are maybe opening your minds, so that you can learn what is going on uh, with the code. Okay, so then what I am doing is I am uh, specifying some training feature over here. Okay, where I am saying height is int 64 feature rows. That we are taking from int 64 features, and the value we are providing here are rows, and the width is int 64 features. Again, the value we are providing it over here is calls. Okay, so what we are doing, we are using this function over here right now. Okay, so what it is returning train features, a list of it, and that too into int 64 list. Okay, and it is returning us different values related with that. Okay, so now I have maybe joined one of the part of this chain. Okay, so let's I will try to join these maybe, or what we can say, uh, these dots for you. Okay, so that you can understand what is going on. Okay, now we are going with depth. See, we have specified rows, calls, and depth over here. Okay, so what is the value of rows value will come up over here. What is the value of column value will come up over here. Okay, this is how it will happen. And I have told you, what I have told you is, there will be rows, there will be columns, and there will be depth. Okay, so this is how we are specifying everything. Now again, we are using the same function, that is int 64 features, underscore int underscore six, underscore int 64 underscore features, and here right now I am giving it depth. Okay, so then we have one more thing. We have specified rows, columns, depth, and now what we'll do, we will specify labels. Specifying the labels. Okay. Then for specifying labels, again, what I will take the same feature, and I will say, uh, inside this feature I will say labels index. Okay, so from where this label index is coming, that's it's a question for you, and something is happening over here from where the label index is coming, so you need to find out. Okay, so if you cannot find out this thing, no worries. Again, Skype is always open. Then we have last two thing is for you. Okay, this image raw. Okay, this image raw, this is again on you. you need to understand, and maybe don't comment it back, but at least tell yourself like, okay, this is how things are happening. So again, this feature this function I am using over here, okay, for image raw, okay, for image raw key. So we are using, so it's a dictionary, okay, as you can see. I need not to tell, because I guess you can understand it, okay. So image, and after that we have to give it raw, image raw, image raw, okay. So these two things you need to tell me from where these things are coming, or not me, tell these things to yourself, help yourself, okay. And after that I have to put one writer over here, and writer dot write. Now what writer dot writers, you need to understand it. Just give it a simple maybe what we can say, Google search, and understand it using some of the websites, and do one what we can say example on it, and that's how you will understand, okay, because I cannot explain everything, trust me. Then if I'll under if maybe if I'll give you everything by spoon feeding, that will be not good for your learning too. So that's the code, okay, that's the code. And then I will see if it is creating any kind of maybe problem. Okay, so now what I can do is I can use this thing, convert to TF record function. Okay, so we are converting this into TF record. So basically we are converting things into TF record. Okay, so images images will be equals to X train. Okay, and labels will be y train. And now if I am giving name to these variables, so now I guess you will be able to understand what is going on in a more better way. Okay, so I'm giving it len of y train. Okay, the number of examples. Okay, then name, what I'll give the name is image train. Okay, and that was images train, and after that the directory, how to get the directory. So very simple, that will be os, and get cwd, that is the correct current working directory, that will be home. Okay, so I have shown you some of the example of it. So it will come to maybe image test tf records. Okay, so let's see what is happening. Image is not defined. It's 64. Sorry. uh, Image is not defined, it is saying, but he is right. That was images, that was not image. Then let's see what is happening. Again there is some error, that is written example tf records int 64. What is it? Protocol message features has no int 64 list. Okay, this is what it is saying. On 20 seconds example, here for example, inside example it is saying height, and after the height it is saying that int 64 feature. So I guess everything is fine over here. What is happening then? Int 64 list. Okay, it is talking about int 64 list, but what is the problem we are facing? I don't know. Maybe okay, convert to tf record, and after that for index. This is how you have to resolve your problem, man. This is something you have to do day in day out if you really want to be in the data science field. So don't afraid of these things. Okay, so yeah, this is tf train uh, features. Okay, so oh oh my god, uh, then I guess it is fine. Oh, this is features, features. Okay, so there is some problem going on. Okay. Now I guess it will run fine. Again, we are having some problem. Just TF train. There is some problem going on. Let me. Uh, okay, I will take 1 minute. If I will be able to resolve it here, then I will resolve it live. Or then again, if I will not be able to maybe resolve it live, then I have to anyhow go backstage. I have to pause it. Okay, then I have to work on it, and then let's see what will happen. Oh, that this is features. Then we take the feature, and then we take the height. That will be in 64 feature rows. Then int 64 feature calls, and that's all. It is going on. Int 64 feature. Okay. Then if I'll check over here in 64 feature, uh, I guess this is going fine. Oh, that's the feature, man. That's not features. This is where we are doing something wrong. Now value is not defined. Which value is not defined? Maybe which value is not defined? Image raw. This value is not defined. See, image raw. Okay. So we have to again resolve it. Image raw is not defined. It is saying what is the problem? Uh, what is the problem? Then again, I will take 1 minute. If I'll not be able to resolve it, I will go backstage. Okay. Uh, then it is labels index, and there will be bytes. Uh, there's a problem. I, I cannot understand the problem over here, but okay. Just bear with me. Let's see. Image raw. What is happening, man? Image raw I have defined over here, and I'm giving it over here. So what is the problem? Uh, then it was images index to bytes. No? Images index to byte. So I guess it is defined. I don't know what is happening. Image raw, that was images index 2 bytes. Okay, and images we are taking. I don't know. Let's run it again maybe. Now what is happening then? Image raw it is saying, and it is saying name value is not defined. So where is the value? Hmm? Let me do one thing. I am removing this images from here. Okay, that will be of no use, I guess. Okay, so I don't know what is happening. Uh, Directory was this. Then name was images train, and that is, I guess, this is right. Then we have line of white train. I guess this is right too. Then we have white train as the labels, images X train. So I don't know. Convert to record. Okay. So I guess do one thing. Remove this thing because you are getting one intuition, no? So I have given you the intuition. Let's maybe remove them. X train, Y train, X, that will be the X train, Y train, X train, Y train. Then we have to take X train, Y train. Then we have to take a line of Y train. Then we have to take images a train. Then we have to go for OS, the current working directory. No, there is some problem. Some problem is there. Okay, so I'm there is a problem in values. No, what I am doing is I'm searching somewhere else. So I guess this problem will be resolved now. Byte. So it is inside this, and I don't know, maybe value. EAL. This is the problem. Okay. So now it will work fine. And again there is an example. This must be example, okay? So I'm telling you because I'm speaking and everything is going on maybe mm, parallelly. So there I'm doing these silly mistakes. Okay. So now it is running. So it is running. What it is doing is uh, home easy to user Sagemaker images underscore train TF records. So again it will not reflect back right now, but it will reflect back. Okay. So maybe here that will come. Okay. So uh, it will take time to reflect back. So we will maybe we have converted our image into TF record. Okay. Just because TF record is a good thing to do for this conversion. Okay. And we have done this thing for train. Now we will do this thing for test. And so maybe let me produce some more cell. Okay. And yeah, convert to TF record, train x train, and now it will be x test and y test. Okay. And after that the len will be of test. Okay. And it will be images test and os.get current working directory. Okay. So if I'll execute it again, it has written images test.tf records. Okay. So it have written these two files. Okay. So we have generated two files, images test tf records and images train tf records. Okay. So that's the thing. Test will be having 20% of data and train will be having 80% of data. Okay. So what we will do from here is we have to maybe upload these two files. Okay, tf record file. Why I was going to SageMaker, because we have not uploaded them yet. Okay, so you can find these tf records files over here at home. These are the TF records file, image train TF records and image test TF records. Okay, so they are here. Okay, inside your maybe notebook, inside your Jupyter notebook environment. You have to push them to this SageMaker. Okay, so let's do that. For that I will use Amazon CLI. Okay. uh, Using Amazon CLI, what I will do, I will first I will specify which bucket I have to use, and then our bucket is SageMaker data MV bucket, and then I will maybe try to put it inside cancer detection input TF record, I guess. Okay, TF record, I will do that. Let's see. So I am pushing these two generated TF records files to S3 bucket. Okay. So let's see how to push that. I will use the base bash. Okay, and then the command will be aws s3, then cp, then images underscore train dot tf record. Okay, tf records, and then s3 SageMaker. Okay, data mb. Okay, and then after that inside cancer detection, maybe cancer detection, and inside input I will put tf record, tf record. Okay, and here inside train I will maybe put this file. Okay, and now I'm copying it directly. I don't want to write this code again. Just images I will do it test dot tf record, and the path will be same as 3 SageMaker data mv cancer detection in input, and after that tf record it will be test. Okay, so let's first go to SageMaker before running it, and let's check at SageMaker data mv cancer detection input tf record. Is there something like this, something maybe lying there? Let's see. SageMaker cancer detection, inside we are cancer detection. Okay, I have clicked it. Now we are having input over here. Okay, so what we are having inside cancer detection, we are having input. Okay, so I am going inside input. So I have clicked the input. So we are inside SageMaker data MV cancer detection input. Input we are having only record IO. Okay. So now we require TF record. Okay, and inside TF record then train and test. We will segregate it. Okay. So same inside record IO we are having train and test, test and train. Same thing we are trying to make inside maybe inside input. We will make one more directory that will be tf records. Okay, so let's run it. You can see this star, so that means it is running. Okay, so uploaded. Okay, so if I'll come back over here, it will take again, it takes time to reflect back. Okay, so CancerDetection, inside there is input. Inside input there will be two folders. Okay, so this is now the new folder is new folder will be tf record. Okay, so tf record, this is new folder. Okay, or maybe file folder, whatever you want to say it. Then train and test. So May 26, 22, 18, 12. Okay, so that's the time, 1812. Okay. Test is only 20% and train is 80%. That's why size is big for maybe train. Okay, so again going to the Sagemaker data MV, just leave that thing. So what we have done, we have changed those images into tf record because it is always advised to work with tf record when you are working with TensorFlow. That will be better way to maybe resolve some of the anomalies which can come up when maybe you're trying to make a classification or kind of model. Okay, so now it is time to configure TensorFlow estimator using high level Sagemaker Python library. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to configure TensorFlow estimator using high level Sagemaker Python library. There is no low level library for TensorFlow. Okay, you have to keep this thing in your mind. Okay, so what we can do, just to configure TensorFlow estimator using high level SageMaker Python libraries, uh, we have to maybe make what we can say TF script file. Okay, so that TF script file will help us to do that. Okay, so what I will do, let it be the way it is. Okay, let it be the way it is. Now I am going to home. Okay, inside home, let me zoom out and let me go to, just I'm going to this new. Now I have to make one script for that, because why to make one script, because this is our own TensorFlow what algorithm. Okay, so we are writing it by our own. So again we have to write a code for it, like how it will execute, how model function will work, everything. Okay, so for that we have to make one script. Okay, so I am getting to this text file. Okay, to this text file option, just clicking on this text file. Okay, so here what I will do, I will make a script for TensorFlow. Okay, then here I have to make one script for TensorFlow. Okay, just going to this untitled text. Okay, and writing here maybe tf script dot py. You have to give it extension dot py, so it is a Python script now. Okay, so again, first thing first, let me zoom it. Okay, then I will import maybe os required libraries, import the json, then I have to import the maths, then I have to maybe import some, what I can say, R parser. R parse is for command line arguments. You can search it on maybe internet and you will get the answer. Okay. Then TensorFlow is TF. Okay, and then I have to import sys as sys. Okay, then again some more magic from TensorFlow. I have to take some more sprinkles maybe keras and dot models, and now I'm importing sequential. Okay, then from TensorFlow dot keras dot layers, I have to import convolution layer, convolution 2D, and after that max pooling 2D, after that dense, after that dropout, after that. split in. After that, receive. I guess this will be more than enough. Okay. Then again, from TensorFlow dot keras, some optimization. Okay. Uh, I guess that is optimizer kind of. Okay, this is not showing up. Optimizers, I guess optimizers is the thing. Import add-on. Let's see if this will not be optimizers. Then maybe what will be the problem? There will be some error, and we will resolve them at that. Maybe in the fly we will resolve them. Okay. So I have to make some functions over here inside this script. How long is the video? Okay. Let me close this session over here. I will write this script for our TensorFlow custom TensorFlow algorithm. Okay. So you can, if you can find, if you can see, there is a star given over here. Okay. That star means you have not saved your script. Okay, you have not saved your script, so you have to save it. How? Command plus s or control plus s. Okay, now the star is not there. Okay, that means everything is going fine. You have saved your work. Okay, so the work is saved. Now I am maybe stopping it, stopping this session. In another session we will make it. Okay.